You want me to bounce off?
I'm not like all the way in or anything broken. You can say I'm really just here.
You're not all in?
Just the tip. I'm here just to make sure I don't fall under KP in the rankings. I didn't want to fall out of the rankings, so that's why I showed up.
This is so jacked up. How am I last? So I don't
I was last.
Okay,
I'm just here for the popcorn.
In case
hold on,
wasn't
wait.
aware, the podcast
What
rankings,
rankings?
The podcast rankings that came in from the official scorekeeper Bear
From Bear
has two Bob at dead last on his.
Yeah, in all fairness, not for nothing, for what it's worth, Bear is a very biased person. He didn't have me as number one.
All I know is he
check
had
the
me as
pin
Ben
message.
Stein.
I mean,
His wife
Bueller.
called you Ben
Have you
Stein.
heard yourself?
No, probably not. Maybe I do sound like Ben Stein. That sucks.
Yo, dead ass. Did fucking Ben Stein join?
Oh, come on now.
No.
Dude, you sound just like him. Say, who wants to win Ben Stein's money?
I ain't saying that, John. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Oh, man. That's too good. I don't know.
Say dry eyes, try clear eyes.
Y'all are messed up.
That's fucked.
Cold-blooded.
Dude, you guys have some weird ears because that's not what I hear
Ben
at all.
Stein at all. Yeah.
I don't hear it either.
I don't hear it either, but it's funny to go into it because I see it bothers him.
Good looking out.
You guys are picking on Bob, but I mean, there's some people that aren't even listed. So, Bear, did you just like drop out the middle, or what?
Pretty much. Bear just wants to
listed.
poke.
It's okay.
He's a poke.
He likes to poke.
So I have a question, Bear, before we officially start. What is the best thing I can do to increase my ranking? Because I feel like it should be really easy to bypass Vin, other than the fact that he's really good at insulting, because he doesn't bring a lot.
Gummy bears.
Just say Stone Cold is the best, and then you're number one.
He's going to say, stop being so friendly. Here it comes.
No, I mean, I had to do it. It was subjective based on the last 2 weeks. It is what it is. I mean, you're.
Oh, okay. So that's what it is. It's the past 2 weeks power rank.
Can we mute him?
Gotcha.
And Broken hasn't even been here for 2 weeks yet. He still made the top 5.
Actually, you know what? Yeah. In all fairness, if it's for 2 weeks, I haven't been here and I'm still top 5. So, all right, Bear, you get a pass this time.
Hilarious.
We have so many people here. I don't even know who we're missing. I think we have other people that are joining us to be on the podcast, but they're not here yet. Who else did I have on the list?
I'm just here for the popcorn, Bob.
Had Bear. Had KP. KP made it. He made it out of the cellar. There we go.
It's unfortunate that KP's here.
Dang. I won't be here for long. You know what? I won't be here very long at all.
Oh,
this
thank
working
God.
out for me at all.
Thank God.
Stick around.
Oh, God. All right.
You're not going to be missed.
What was that?
I said he won't be missed. It's okay.
Holy cow, man! What is this?
Just
Kill KP day?
This is just a brutal day for KP right now.
Dude, for real.
This is just
the biggest reason I'm here to, Bob, is to give Kush a voice. Hashtag give Kush a voice.
Is that what's going on tonight? I asked him if he wanted to be on, and he said
he always wants to be on.
He's like, not really. Give it to somebody else who doesn't want it. And I was like, what kind of answer is that? So if nobody wants it, we already have like 7 people, maybe even 8 people at this point on the podcast today. Why are we gonna have a 9th that doesn't even want to be here?
I'm a man of the people.
You can throw G on there. G's in the chat.
Yeah,
I'm a man of the people. I am willing.
On the podcast?
I am willing to give up my spot for Kush so he can be heard. That's how I roll.
He can take my spot.
Hold on. You gave your spot to me already.
To stay.
All right, G.
I can leave. No one wants to be here anyway, so I can drop. You can come in for me. Tag team. Done.
No, KP, you need to stay.
Wait, hold on. G can't talk.
Redeem yourself.
G can't even be here. I can't give all the confidential secrets away.
Oh.
That's what it is.
I'm on redemption at this point. I'm on redemption. There's no way to redeem myself at this point.
You have
I'm
to
completely
stay,
gone.
sir. You have to stay. You have to stay.
How is this even possible? I'm beyond redemption and I have to stay?
Yeah, you have to stay, KP.
You're not beyond redemption.
You know what? The only redemption for you is in the new ministry. You can go ahead. You will be 1 foot in the super faction already, and it'll just be great from there.
You know, as much as I hate to admit it, he's not wrong, KP. He's not wrong.
That'll at least get you out of the bottom 3. That gets you out of the bottom 3, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. I want to be number
Hold
one.
on. Bob's in the bottom 3. Think about this.
Listen, KP, yeah. I'll get you. I'll make a video. We'll get you on it. We'll get you to the top of this list. We're gonna strap a rocket to your back, man, to the moon.
To the moon. We'll get this done and taken care of. Got it. 1 and 1.
Man, what a start to number 19. I feel like just posting the topics is a complete waste. Oh, man. Well, everybody, welcome to Roundtable 19. We have a huge table with us today. It's a big one. We're going to talk about everything going on with the Hall of Fame month. I posted the topics, but I'm going to repost them because I think they got lost in the fray. So here we go once more. We're just going to go down the table. Everybody, I will just kind of go through. I'll introduce just your name. Feel free to introduce yourself and the faction that you're from. Just that way everybody knows where we're representing from. So I'll be your host today, 2Bob29. And I have with me, I'm just going to go from the top down in the chat. So first up, I have with me Flo.
GoDFlow, Hall of Flow from the Hall of Fame division. Currently going to the super faction.
I have with me AJ.
ajmad from 1%.
I think Ben is with me here, but he's probably going to be chiming in and out. Not a whole lot. I think he's mainly just listening. But if you want to chime in, feel free.
I'm just here for the popcorn, Bob. That's all.
Okay, just the popcorn. Gotcha. I got with me Vin.
I'm Vin. I represent myself. I'm myself only.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Vin. You sound like you're in a goddamn tunnel. All right, hold on. Say that again. I can't hear you for shit, buddy.
I said I am driving a fucking bus stop.
Oh, well, you know, you could have told me if you were doing the whole bus driving thing. You could. Oh, all right. Look. All right, fine, Vin. I love you. Thank you for being here.
Before this all kicked off, I said, Bob, I'm driving a bus. If you can't hear me, hit me. So I'm going to show much of good on you. I thought you were right bottom. You don't fucking listen to this.
You know, he said to us that he was driving a bus, but nobody heard it, and that's our fault because he's driving a bus.
Bus. Bus.
Suck a fat one.
Oh my gosh.
I think he's snorkeling in Two Bob's bathtub.
Oh, fuck.
This is going to be awesome.
This is going to be a great one. I got with me Broken.
Broken 963 from the Super Faction. It kicks off in just 2 months. Be there or be square.
Making his first appearance, which I'm super stoked actually for. I got with me Guersan. I can't hear Guersan. He's green, but I can't hear him.
He's talking, but it's not coming through.
It's okay. He's new to this whole Discord talking thing in general. He's probably just shy.
From what I heard, is he doesn't really communicate with the community at all, so he's just a very bashful person.
Like the most opposite statement of anything that could have ever been said. G, for some reason your audio is not coming through. I'm not sure like what the input or output source is.
I could fill in for him. My name's Guersan. I'm from the Super Faction. Oh damn, he's back.
For some reason, it wasn't taking my input. So yeah, I'm Guersan, aka G. I'm a newbie. You might have heard of me. I've been around.
I think KP's joining us. If you want KP, if not, also popcorn. Up to you.
Nah, I'm on KP Haven, or known as Bottom Dweller. Apparently, I'm living in the cellar.
It almost sounds like he's on Vin's bus.
It does sound you are coming in a little robotic too, KP.
He's on borrowed time here.
Okay. It's because I'm in the cellar.
Oh,
If I
you
wasn't in
are
the cellar,
in the
I wouldn't be
cellar.
robotic.
Oh, you
So,
are
the
actually
cellar.
in the cellar. You
Yeah,
didn't escape
exactly.
the cellar. So you okay.
No.
Gotcha.
I'm the cellar.
Oh, I thought he was saying he's the seller of Vin's bus.
Oh man. I got with me Mherex, aka what I always love to call him is Cable. I'm not sure if he's going to be joining in also. He may just be hanging out too for the popcorn.
Hey everybody, Mherex here, bringing you another podcast. I like to call myself the People's Champ, and I am just here to give Kush a voice. I want everyone to know I'm in DMs with Kush right now, so he will be speaking through me today until he gets his spot on the podcast.
Goodness.
So Kush, I love you.
Oh, all right. We're gonna introduce our final guest, and then I'll address the whole Kush point. Lastly, we have Bear. Bear, and please feel free to introduce yourself.
First is Mherex. Is Kush inside you, or is he just a voice inside? We need to answer that, but I'm the Bear. Currently in the new ministry, but joining the super faction next month. Bear's Heavy Flow.
Bear's Heavy Flow. Okay. The whole Kush thing. I asked Kush if he wanted to be on. Apparently, a lot of people are like, "Hey, Kush wants to be on the podcast," and I was like, "Okay, no problem." So I sent Kush a message. I was like, "What's going on, Kush? You want to be on the podcast?" He goes, not really, man. I don't really want to be on it. You can give it to somebody else that doesn't really want to be on it, like Jakati." And I'm like, "What? Why do I want to give it to somebody else that doesn't want to be on it? If you don't want to be on it, that's fine." I intimidated nothing. I asked a very simple question. I said, "Kush, would you like to be on the podcast?" See, look at this. He goes, half of the podcast is during when I have food. So he's gonna be eating. He doesn't want to be on the podcast. So just don't get upset with me. Kush is openly stating he doesn't want to be on. That's it.
I just want to chime in here and say that Bear's Heavy Flow does kind of have a nice faction name ring to it.
Oh goodness.
Bear, to answer your question, I think that Kush is inside all of us. His spirit carries the champions community forward, and I'm just here for Kush. Hashtag give Kush a voice.
All right.
We just call him the vessel.
I see where the chat is going tonight, so I'm gonna just pin down the topics so we can make sure we go back to them. So.
This chat has been going crazy since a half hour before it even started.
Hold on, wait. There's topics. Should I read them over?
I mean, I've just pinned them. If you want, just to kind of stay on track. I don't think we're gonna be able to get through everything here.
I don't think we're gonna be able to stay on track.
No.
Can we just hit like number 4 and 2?
We could
in that order.
We could try to just go with like at least the MLC, and then we can just kind of spring off the walls with whatever the fuck everybody wants to talk about, because I'm pretty sure that's how this is going to work.
Pretty much.
Bob, before we get started, I'm afraid I'll sidetrack the conversation. So I have a serious question. Like, I'm hearing all of these rumblings about this super faction, and I think it's going to probably change the scope of the game. And my cat just sent a link, so whatever. And I think it's going to change the scope of the game, but I'm wondering why I haven't been invited.
Your invitation's still in the mail. It'll come.
Yeah, postal delivery's slow right now, but
thanks to COVID. Yeah, G is actually upfronting the cost of the super faction, so thanks a bunch for that, Guersan. But we're getting there, slowly but surely.
Yeah, I also got a question. I said I joined, but I have no idea what we're going to talk about.
Okay, so
Guersan, hold on, Guersan, I'll DM it to you. That'll
make it easier. But yeah, everybody's pretty much going crazy in the live chat. I try to have the topics pinned in there, but we're pretty much going to be talking about the MLC. And then everyone's going to kind of just talk about what's going on with the game, and then pretty much shoot the shit around in general. That's kind of usually how these work.
That's what I usually do. I just wing everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I try to have like a format, and then it goes good for like one bullet point. It kind of goes decent for like a second bullet point, and then goes off the rails, and then the podcast just has fun.
You may have giving yourself a little too much credit there, T-Bob.
I may
12
have,
points.
but I also give myself a little bit of credit for being able to hear what you said right there, because that came in really robotic too. So I'm gonna pat
Facts.
myself on the back for that one. But anyway, we're gonna talk about pretty much we're just gonna start talking about the MLC, what everybody thinks about it overall, the free card, the chase card, and what your plans are. Are you planning on going for the recruit of the 2,000 shards, or are you planning on going for the recruit of the 500k points? Obviously, if you're going for both, you can mention that. But I think I think this is a difficult one on either end. So I wanted to kind of gauge where everybody was on the monthly. Personally, I'm at 4-star bronze with Piper currently. I want to take him up to 4-star gold, but don't think I really have all the resources to do it. He's really, really good for a Hall of Fame card, and having him at 4 gold would be really good for like a Hall of Fame team for males, especially in the future with all these requirements coming out. And I do really want to kind of get Wendi, but I don't see myself getting the shard recruit. I'm at like 1,120 shards, 1,130 shards or something. It's like puny amounts compared to everybody else that I've seen on the monthly. So I'm not really intending on chasing that. I will most likely just use that as TP for the 3-star bronze if I get her from the 500k. So that's kind of where I'm at on the monthly, and I haven't decided what I'm doing with the prize wall yet. Prize wall is kind of weird this month, so I'm just saving my shit for now. That's me on the one.
You've got more than me for Wendi shards. I'm only at 1074.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody in my faction, Vin, is like 1,200 to this, 1,300 to that, 1,400 to that. Like, everybody. Like, every single person that I've seen. I haven't seen, I think, a single person underneath me. So that's why I felt I was really behind.
Yeah,
I have 1142.
Okay, so I'm in the group.
Yeah, you're further than me, so.
I pulled a 4 bronze, so mine's there at the minute. He is max leveled. I'm just getting his moves up there so I can take him up. I am on 382. Sorry, Defo will max it. However, I just don't know where all the shards are that I've not got. The month-long prize wall, I've just been buying fucking split tickets because split is ridiculous.
I'm guessing your shards are in the TP and the coins.
I've actually not really managed to get much coins off the prize wall, if I'm being honest. Or do you mean the coin event?
The coin events.
Yeah, I've not really done. I've not maxed a single one. I'm just nowhere near. I don't have the resources to sort of max them. It's just so it's not worth it. I know for a fact that I'm going to get so many each time, and I know that I'll get to the 500k. That's all I really care about at this moment in time now, because with the shards, so with the star fragment, you can always fill in a shard anyway, so a slot anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I just don't like the fact that it's another fucking striker when I've got so many strikers to work on.
It is what it is. There's a lot of cards that are great. Yeah, I know, it's not the easiest to hear. But anyway, monthly contest. Anybody else? Any thoughts on the monthly? Or your own personal, where you're at?
Can I ask?
I have. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, AJ. Mherex, can we just find out when you're going to do this video on the prize wall?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on it right now in between talking. It's mostly ready to go. Updating the workbook to make it faster each month, but it'll be out today.
There you go.
Prize wall's pretty simple for me. It's always TP, coins, and blitz tickets. I rarely ever take anything else than that, unless there's like a special gear or something.
The only thing I did different this month that I've done different than any other month with the prize wall was that weekly showdown, gauntlet blitz, and other turnbuckles and the blitz tickets, that weekly store that they have for those 3 things. I purchased blitz turnbuckles for the first time in, I don't know, 11 months or so, and ended up maxing out the blitz perks by week 2. That's the only thing that I was going to say that I did different for prize wall. But anyway, AJ, please feel free. I know you kind of got cut off there.
I ended up stepping on somebody else, so I didn't mean to. So I have Piper maxed for bronze. I'll take him for gold by the end of the month. I'm looking on pace to max for the month. I'm only at 1142 on Wendi shards. So I'm looking at getting the recruit from maxing the solo. And this month has been rough. I was missing a ton of requirements, and so it's been a struggle. From prize wall perspective, the only thing I've spent has been on the blitz tickets and blitz turnbuckles from the weekly prize wall, and I generally only buy coins and blitz tickets and maybe TP from the regular prize wall at the end of the month.
Yeah, I gotta definitely agree with you on that one. Typically go for the coin and TP. This month's a challenging one, but blitz tickets seem to be the natural source of what everyone's going for. That's kind of like a killer and an issue for most people at this point. So, prize wall used to be like a really good thing. Like when you think about like the evolution of the prize wall, it's like it used to be something where it was like, oh great, we can finally choose the resources that we want from the monthly, instead of having to go and chase for everything. And then it turned into, well, okay, now we need to kind of get these couple of things because we're running short on it. Now it's come to, well, we need to get every single blitz ticket off the prize wall, and then aim for coin and TP if we still have anything left, if not health packs also, because some people still need health packs now. It's kind of interesting when you think about it. But yeah, anybody else on the month? There's a lot of people on the table today, so I don't want to skip anybody out before we move on.
Yeah, for me, I have Piper 4-star bronze. I'm hoping to take him gold, but unlike last month where I was maxing all the coins, all the TPs, I kind of put a hold on the coin, and it looks like I made the wise choice there because it doesn't seem to be going up the weeks like I think it should be for not spending what I am. I hope to take him 4-star gold. Wendi, I'm sitting at, I think, 1209. I'm not really focused on the shards because I definitely need the TP because, of course, she'll use black. I'm hurting on TP for sure, so I'm probably going to go TP heavy on the prize wall. That's coming from somebody that saved all his TP up last night, opened massive amounts, and 2 of my colors are completely drained.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that is because of my first world problems I'm having this month. I started the month off with 1 Hall of Famer, and I currently have 10 Hall of Famers.
Yeah, you've had the most ridiculous
So I got one that I thought was really good, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to take Sarge up, and then Austin came along, so now... And it's weird because with Talon up, they don't exactly work in the same tokens. So, wow, like I said, it's the blessing of good fortune. In my head, it's an absolute mess and a headache because now it's like I need to figure out Hall of Fame tokens, which I had none of. I need to figure out which coins to invest. I'm asking about which Hall of Famers to team up, which direction to go in that regard.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm missing Sting.
he was not over exaggerating.
Like 300
for anybody
shards away from, and Honky Tonk Man. Those are the 3 I'm missing.
For anybody that did
I'm not crying for you at all.
Yeah,
no
I know.
tears. Zero tears.
None of us
You
are.
get none.
I promise.
None.
I told some of the faction in my nerd, I'm like, I will give you, like, here, you get Hall. Bob can have Eddie. Like, I finally came across Austin, which was the one I actually wanted, so now I'm working on him. But unfortunately, I put so much resources entirely into Sarge.
Can we just mute Godflow? I don't think
Yeah,
we're
I know
allowed
it's
to
coming.
talk.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be here this podcast. We had him last
Seriously.
podcast.
I knew that one was
I
coming.
wasn't on the last one. I got kicked out for having Eddie.
Flo, I get where you're coming from. I understand that the tokens can be a burden. However, the flip side is, from 1 to 10 is a massive increase. And it is not an overstatement. It is not an exaggeration for anybody that thinks the wrong number is being said. No, that is the correct number that is being said. And there is still a week left in the month.
It's like I just ran out of Golden Flake toothpaste, and now I got to use regular toothpaste like these.
I didn't ask for it. I know, and it's like it's even hard for me to ask other members in the Nerds Lab. I'm like, guys, I have serious questions I don't know the answer to, and I sound like such an asshole saying it.
Didn't know if I should take the Lamborghini or the Porsche. I decided to stay home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is who we have instead of Kush. Really?
Hey,
The good news is he's part of the super
I'm
faction.
part of this. Yeah, I'm going to be part of the super faction, guys. So.
I mean,
You
to
are
be
the
fair,
super faction.
Right?
Oh my
he only pulled 8 this month. We all got Piper for free.
Yeah, I didn't ask for Piper. They gave them to me, guys. I swear.
Don't worry, Flo. I got your back.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, and all I have is the 3 ones that we've gotten for free.
Whoa. Let's not get excited because no matter what you say, Booker was not free. We need to tone that
I
back
paid
off the table.
zero money.
It
for
doesn't
Booker.
matter. Us peasants that still don't have a male Hall of Fame besides Piper get really offended when we talk about
And
Booker.
at the time I got Booker, I was not in a top tier faction. I was in a faction that was in around the top 40, not the top 10.
Okay, well, in fairness, when you got Booker, I wasn't even in the game. So.
Well, so I'm just saying I paid zero money for Booker, so to me, he was free.
Yep. The chase card is always for free-to-play players. I agree, AJ.
The month they gave away Booker was also the first time that they gave away shards for like 2 weeks after the event was done. They kept sending freaking Booker shards in every event for 2 weeks after we were done.
I was so upset with that, G. That month, I've never been more upset with a month than that one. Even the Big Kev one, which was like, I'm still salty about it because I chose Big Kev with a partridge, and the very next month was NWO month, and I would have got Big Kev. It was like, that's a slap in the face. But the Booker T one really hurt me because they always had those blog posts that were out and said we have to pull the prize wall down because we can't have multiple prize walls up at once. And if I knew that they weren't going to pull the prize wall down, there were enough shards on there for me to get his 4-star gold fuse up, and I couldn't save him because they said they were pulling it down early. So I spent my fucking currency early, and I couldn't get everything at the end when the prize wall was up. And I said, "Fuck!" I couldn't get my stupid shard, so I ended up having to take him from 3 bronze all the way up, and he's 4 silver still today.
If it's any consolation, I still have all my prize wall coins from that month.
I was annoyed because I spent quite a bit of money to get him, and I got him in time because they kept saying that he wasn't going to be available anymore after that, and he was available for 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't complain to them because it helped a whole bunch of people to get him, and I didn't want to say anything that would make them think that, okay, we'll never do that again, because that actually helped a shitload of people.
Right.
It annoyed the shit out of me because I spent money I wouldn't have needed to spend.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always the killer with this game, man. It's like you always end up spending on shit, and you're like, well, there it goes. Like Gargano, for example. People spend hundreds on Gargano. Gargano comes out this month. People got.
I'm not even close to getting him with this month. I'm
That's
like
crazy.
at 600 shards with this month.
That's
I got
crazy.
10 every freaking bag.
Wait, hold on. You don't have Gargano?
No.
That's crazy.
I'm actually shocked.
I'm at like 591 shards with this month and everything I got from the previous months and shit. I just can't get the guy.
Okay, Ocho, some people spent thousands. I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't mean to offend you. Hundreds and thousands. My apologies.
Yeah, his Gargano must be my Z Kane because I can't seem to get that guy to save my life despite what I do.
Bob, Guersan's got a bucket very similar to yours. He doesn't have Big Papa's bucket.
He gets the fuck you bucket. I got you.
I'm stuck in. I have actually made pulls this month. Everybody and their mama is hitting Hall of Fame cards. I can't even hit the Showboat Brie that they seem to be giving out. It's all over the place. Everywhere I look, I get nothing.
AJ, I did the recent Honky Tonk pulls. I did a 65 and a 55, so 120 pulls total. I hit a total of 6 featured items. None of them were new. They were all fuses or shards.
Did everybody get that 4-star silver Sarge that's going everywhere?
Just me.
Did anybody kick Flo from the chat yet?
I got a 4-star bronze Sarge yesterday when I pulled the. Spoiler alert! I got Unky.
Oh shit! Nice, dude. That's huge.
Congrats,
Which
man.
you'll see in 1 or 2 days.
That's awesome. That's fucking cool, G.
But other than that, I think I got a pretty well documented shit pile.
Well, hold on.
bucket.
When you pulled Honky Tonk Man, the real question we all want to know is, did you pull more shards for the British Bulldog?
Nope, not that time.
And were you on our hot server?
Yeah, there was a hell of a hot server going on for TNM, man. People were pulling shit left and right. It was ridiculous. And then I went there.
Thanks
and then
for sharing.
I went there and then made it extremely cold.
Yeah, and I got it. Like I did a 65 pull during my stream last night, and later I did a 55, and I got it. I got the 3-star silver Honky Tonk on the 55th pull, the very last one.
That's killer.
I'm
Yeah.
impressed people can sit through tapping all them cards. Like, I do 3 and I'm no, I can't do this anymore. I have to skip it.
The way I see it is, I just paid $100 for nothing, so you're at least going to give me a show.
Yeah.
Yep, I tap everyone.
It's a good point.
Yeah, I do them because otherwise it feels even more like a waste. Plus, if I do a video about it, it's much better to actually see the pull than.
Yeah, could you imagine G doing a fucking video? All right, I'm gonna do a poll. Skip. Didn't get him.
Right, didn't
Tune
get
in
shit.
next time.
That'd be the
Oops,
worst.
hold on, I got the delivery.
That'd be the worst video ever.
All my good pulls are skips, it seems like. Like, if I sit there and tap, like, every tap is like, all right, well, the good card gotta be coming, right? There's gotta be one in here.
I used to do skip all, but as I've began playing the game more, I started doing the 1x1 type of thing. I was like,
Yeah, realistically, your pull is dictated the very moment that you press the button.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference.
A lot of people, oh, well, when I skip, I get good stuff. When I pull at 307, I get good stuff. When I stand on my head and have...
Hold on. 307 works.
Okay, 307 works. But sitting there... But sitting there and having somebody hoist your legs in the air while you do one hand on the ground and you're tapping with the other hand, that doesn't work. I've tried it twice. It just results in my daughter yelling at me and getting upset. She's got to hold my legs up, and it don't work.
Cable.
And by daughter, you mean Bob?
Cable.
No. You know when you're kids and you do the whole like, oh, I'm a vacuum cleaner, and your sibling holds your legs while you're like face down on the ground.
The wheelbarrow.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the wheelbarrow. Sure,
Broken.
we called it the vacuum cleaner because if we didn't clean the house, my mother would beat us. So we tried to play.
Broken.
Yeah, but
Did you just use the word vacuum, legs spread wide in the same sentence?
Yeah, but you see, it's different from what you do with your legs spread wide with a vacuum cleaner. So we're gonna shy away from that.
What does Kush do with a vacuum cleaner? I'd like to hear his voice in this.
Oh my god. So back to the monthly, if anybody else hasn't gotten.
All right, yeah. So with
their
the monthly,
sentiments heard.
With the monthly, I got Piper at 4-star bronze. Since he's my only male Hall of Fame because I'm not GoDFlow, I'm gonna take him 5-star. So I'm trying to get as many tokens as I can. The coins and TP events, I'm treating the same. I'm only going to milestone 9. This way I can spread it out over a few coin events instead of just going all in on one.
Like a vacuum cleaner.
Like a vacuum cleaner. But seems to be working out all right. I'm at I think I'm at like 370 for the monthly, so hopefully I'll max it. I really want that Piper gear. And I say I don't give a shit about Wendi right now, but I will in 3 months anyway, so I'll be glad to get her along with the gear. But for me, the gold gear is the chase, because it makes Piper a little bit better. Other than that, this month sucks. So, just such a resource drain. This is the first month since I've been playing the game and there's been a prize wall that I did not wait until the last day to start spending my t-shirts. Usually I wait until the last day and decide, okay, well, I used a lot of coin this month, so I need coin, or I used a lot more TP, I need TP. This month it's been, oh shit, we got a blitz this week. I better go and buy Blitz tickets. So it
Oh.
sucks because I'm buying offers I didn't even want just because they have a little bit of Blitz tickets in them.
I'm
Bob,
back.
this is one of the topics that Kush DM me a list of specific bullet points. So I do want to chime in on this one.
Yep.
So, to him, this month is a huge win for most of the community, most of the player base. Getting a free Hall of Fame card is massive. On top of it, he's a very, very good card. I think he said he was a highly underrated card in his mind, which I happen to agree with him 100% on that.
Right.
Plus, with the prize wall, I do it the same every month. I get best value across the board, and I actually learned that from Kush. He said, you always get the best value because eventually you're going to need all the resources. So look for the best value, get all of those resources first. And as far as the month goes, he's been talking to me, and changing your outlook on how the month works is important because the month in general has changed. If you don't need to get the fuse up, if you're not going for the shards, there's really no reason you need to max any of the events. You need to do some of them to still, if you want to max the monthly and get the card, but you don't need to max the coin events. You don't need to max the TP events. All you need to do is get enough MLC points to get the chase card. So that changes the whole outlook of it, and you need to adapt to that or you overspend your resources and stuff. So actually, once you start looking at it that way, it makes the month a lot easier to approach. And it's hard to change that outlook because we've been, okay, the chase is all about the 4-star card, and while it does take tokens, last month actually it's been easier to work Orton up for me having the TP as shards, so it actually doesn't bother me. Yes, it's a few more tokens, but at the same time it's more resources. So that's my outtake on the month. And
I thought that was Kush's outtake.
it is, but it's also mine. He gave it to me.
Okay.
And and like I said, Kush lives in all of us. So not only is it his, it's mine, it's everyone in the communities.
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right, appreciate it.
And this is why your super faction invite got lost in the mail. KP, I didn't think it was.
No. It's your super faction invite was sent to Kush because we thought Kush was in you.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
So
honestly, I didn't think somebody could get more boring than KP, but it happened.
I clearly missed the first part of
this. I'm not even a part of it, and I got brought in. Can y'all just let me be in the cellar? I mean, come on. Oh,
I clearly missed the first part of this. What's this super faction? You're making a new one with a bunch of people?
No. We can't. Unless you're going to be part of it, you can't know about it. It's like Fight Club.
Yep.
I'm about as in the know as you are right now.
So am I. You probably know more about the super faction than me, and apparently I'm heading it with GoDFlow.
Because I keep hearing about a super faction, but as far as I know, there's only one at the top.
Yeah,
for now, it's Haven. It's Haven.
I think there's a little competition coming. I mean, you're not alone at the top, right? I mean, I'm kind of scared. Last week it was kind of close. We'll see.
Goodness, this is.
We're getting there. Don't worry.
Me and Scherster are gonna start rotations and open execution again.
All I know,
you do that.
All I know is when my flow starts going, you're gonna see what happens.
God.
Tell him, Flo.
All right.
It was actually super fun with Haven the last time, though, because it brought back like fun and purpose to Feud rather than just going through the motion.
I will say that this last feud was probably the most fun I've had in a feud in well over a year. Well over a year.
Man, that's a shot at whoever the leader of Unstoppable Titans was.
That would be me. So I mean, I'm giving a shot at myself, but I'm saying it was the most fun in over a year. Like I'm shooting myself in the foot. I get it, guys. I'm not naive enough to think that, but it was the most fun.
Oh God, that's too good. Anybody else on the monthly before we move on? Anyone else? The one I'm missing.
I I have him at 4-star gold. I'll max him on Sunday, but I'm more interested in how AJ's pot roast turned out last night.
All right, AJ.
Absolutely fantastic.
There you go.
I feel like we need the recipe in the chat there.
Lay it on everybody.
Bring some.
It's just a slow cooker pot roast.
Hey,
Took
we don't
8
tell
hours.
super faction dining secrets, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Bear, you saw the pictures of the peanut butter pie, didn't you? And the potatoes at Christmas.
Yeah, I did. We're gonna have a recipe channel on the super faction Discord.
So, if anybody's done, anybody else on the monthly before we move on? Going once.
I asked about the medallions that anyone spent then. I don't know those terms, but I don't know if anyone replied.
You're talking about
I
medallions?
think he said to
Ben?
move on. I think he said to move on. That's what he said. Just move on.
He's
I think
he's
he
trying
said
to
to move on.
spend he's trying to spend medallions on 5-star silver
I think
Boston,
he
and he
was-
can't figure out why.
Oh my God, Flo.
Yeah, let's just move on. I think that's what he was saying. Move on. Next topic.
I think he was talking about medallions, but
Yeah, we could do that a separate topic.
yeah.
It's about the fucking you dickhead. You can shut up as well.
I think he asked me to take my shirt off, and I'm feeling really uncomfortable. So we're either gonna have
Is
to
he
move
fighting
on.
somebody in the bus?
Oh my God. Okay, so
A pedestrian just cut him off.
Vin, regarding the medals, me personally, I have like 6 silver ones and 3 gold ones, and I'm not using them. I want to save them for my Bree or Eddie shards as potential if they come back in the store. The gold ones I don't really care for. I may save them for the gear if I don't hit 500k. But I don't have 10. I only have 3. So I'll just be getting whatever the fuck comes out with them. The bronze ones, I've been getting silver ones because I was trying to get enough for the gear and potentially other shards. And other than that, I was getting 5-star tokens. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, so I bought the silver gear, and I also bought 100 jars of active in mine, because I think I will maximal one, so I'm not too hard off the gear for the gold one. And I will just have to spend if I need to make sure I do maximum one, which I'm not opposed to doing. So I'll just curious if I know people were spending the medallions yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with mine. I don't know what anybody else is doing with theirs. But that's what I did with mine. Anybody want to talk about their medals? Otherwise, we can move on to Talent Up.
Mine's
I
Moving
bought
on
the
up.
silver gear.
Moving on up.
I think everybody trying to got the silver gear. I'm pretty sure is what most people did, Vin. But yeah, Talent Up plans. 5-star silver is a thing now. There's 5-star silver Hall of Fame tokens, and I think they may be starting to implement that into Talent Ups moving forward, instead of just this one specific Hall of Fame Talent Up. And outside of that, 5-star silver is now just, it's on us. We can have 9 diamond tokens by now. What does everybody have planned for this upcoming Talent Up? Do they have anybody that's going 5 silver? Or 5 bronze? Or are you planning on skipping this upcoming Talent Up now that it's taking like 3 or 4 5-star bronze cards to max it? Seems to be getting more difficult.
Z Taker, Hogan, and Z Triple H, I think, is where I'm going.
Like 4-star bronze or where?
5-star silver for all 3.
This month?
Yeah, this month.
You have enough to take 3 of them to silver?
Yeah, I don't have any. I have 0 in 2. So I mean, it's only fair that I get 9 in 3 others.
Oh wow! So you have
mine.
Wow.
Yeah, mine seem to be heading in the even path, except for Powerhouse, the one I really want. It's like 8, 8, 8, 8, 3. But I talked a little bit about it after the short podcast last week. I'm focusing on all my defensive characters, which I now completed with the Hall of Fame Austin. Socko, Zombie Roman, Zombie Daniel Bryan, After that, I'm not sure because I can't seem to get any of the acros that I want. So I think acro Trish is going to be a solid choice there. She's pretty offensive and defensive at the same time.
What was my feud score that everybody assumed I didn't even have a 5-star?
It was
Was
low.
that bad? It was low.
Yeah, I thought that was the difference between Grim winning and losing was your feud score.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, that makes sense.
I heard that too.
And that was cut. That's deep. That's deep. Dude, that hurt. That hurt right there. Can you read?
I mean, it could be worse. You weren't farming TP, were you?
Maybe. You don't know that. I'm pleading the fifth.
Hey, that TP server was hot.
That TP server was on fire.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that hurt. Just use a spoon next time. It'll be easier. It won't hurt as bad.
Oh,
I heard KP is the new Sam when it comes to feuding. That is just what I've heard.
Oof.
Oh, hey, easy.
But
whoa, dude.
But for those of you listening, I just need to clear up a myth. If you are in Haven, you do get to pick which 5-star tokens you get. So that's why KP has that unequal balance.
Easy, Tiger. Because if I would be picking, I would not be taking those 3. So it wouldn't have been Striker for sure.
Rumor was they also don't have to pay for perks. So
the game knows I hate Showboat, so they're giving me Showboat's token again. I had like 11 Socko. I just made I will make a Zombie Roman soon as my 5-star silver, but other than that, I'd be down to Zcane or Fandango because I don't have 1, 2, 3 kid or anything.
Who is?
I think Ben is saying to move on again. That's what I heard.
I thought he said he's deleting his game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said move on.
Vin, I can't hear you now. Wherever you're at in the bus drive, it is just awful.
He said let Broken know that he warmed up the popcorn machine.
Stop it in 30 seconds and I'll talk then and I'll fucking punch him in the throat.
Whoa! What did I do that I need a punch in the throat about?
Oh god! All right, so
that part came through just fine.
That
anyways,
escalated quickly.
Yeah. Anyways, before I get punched in the throat, I guess.
Holy cow!
You don't keep saying moving over to speak. Is that other dickhead speaking?
I heard something about a dickhead, but anyways, so I'm gonna bring NWO Macho to 5-star. Because I need an NWO person, and it's really been showing. I figure with a flat blue move damage metal, he'd be all right.
I mean, he's gonna be a good one. I know we talked about with the skill plate and everything.
Yeah, I'm taking Harper up to 5-star, just because I started playing with him again the other day, and I'm really enjoying him. That and my Sean and Z Triple H are like 9K talent. And they each need 20 million coins, so pass. And then I need one more Socko token to bring Roman to 5-star silver, and he's pretty much maxed out. Although it was brought up the problem of health packs, and I'm comfortably around 3,000, and I did all the math. My zombie Roman will have over 3 million health at 5-star silver, and that'll cost 300 health packs every time I want to heal him.
Nice.
So I'm starting to question if I really want to bring him up now.
I mean, you know.
You could just not die.
Yeah,
you could just not die. And then you
I mean, trust me, mine's very well suited for never dying.
Yeah. So then you don't got to worry about it, that's all.
But heavens forbid that time comes where I load up the game and the game crashes.
Then you just put in a support ticket. Then you really need to put in a support ticket. Because for 20 health packs, can't be bothered. For 270 health packs, you're like, support ticket.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm hoping that something comes out. And what do you mean, don't lie, Ben?
Don't die, he says.
Oh, I thought he said don't lie.
No, don't
I
die.
wouldn't keep my hopes up.
There.
It's a good point, G.
And Striker Austin.
That's what your plans are for Talent Up?
Austin.
Yeah, I remember you're taking Striker Austin up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Striker Austin. Can we move on again? That's term for move on.
So I might actually skip. I might actually skip the talent up, depending on what comes next month.
That's a solid
If the rumors are true.
Come on, don't you want some Fabio in your life?
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, then I'll take. I have the resources to take Zombie Daniel Bryan 1-2-3 Kid, and the Dragon to 5-star silver. So I'm ready to pull, but I don't think it's going to happen because I think next month is going to suck.
I think it. So for me, like I was saying, I may either skip this upcoming one or the next one, because I don't have enough resources to keep on going through with it. Because of how much they're asking for now. However, my plans for Talent Up currently are Bailey, Earthquake, Mela, and Dragon from 4 gold to 5 bronze. That's what I'm planning on doing. As for like 5 silver, I don't really have anyone specific that I'm planning on taking up. Like I have 9 striker tokens, but I don't want to take up Vince or Big Kev to 5 silver, and those are my 2 5-star bronze strikers right now. Like I want to take up either DX China or Orton or HBK. I don't think Zombie Triple H really needs it. He's just stupid good as is. It would just make him, I guess, it wouldn't even make him a turn quicker because he already hits so hard. But like that's it for me. And my token game was ridiculous. My token game was obscene. Like I was getting average tokens across the board, and then Striker just kept on going up, like one by one. And I didn't have a single Showboat token. I had 5 of everything else, and didn't have a single Showboat token. And then comes in, and my last 8 tokens have been a total of 6 Showboat tokens and 2 flags. So now, now I'm up to a total. I got another flag recently. Sorry, so 9 tokens. So now I'm up to 8 flags, 9 whistles, 6 Sako tokens, and then 5 of everything else. So I'm expecting that Acro is going to be my next one. Which, if it is, then like Bear was saying, I will most likely be taking up Dragon. After I take him 5 bronze, I'll be maxing him out. I have Taker at 5 bronze also, but I'm not huge on Taker really, to be honest. Even with Dragon, like I'd rather take Dragon up over Taker. Just me personally. So that's my plans, at least for like 5 silver and whatnot, and for the next one. Anybody else on Talent Up?
Still don't have enough tokens for 5 silver for anyone yet. Mine seem to be having really good, rotation. So they're all just everywhere. For Talent Up, I'm going to take Orton and Gargano to 5-star. And then I have to figure out the rest of it. I have plenty that I can choose from. I just haven't settled on anyone yet.
I'm jealous that you're taking both of them up to 5. Those are 2 cards that I have very low and want to take up.
I might take IRS up just for shits and giggles.
Anybody else on Talent Up plans? No,
I could do with a take up Acrobat.
What was that, Vin?
I've got Acrobat tokens out my fucking ears, and I could do with like which Acrobat I should take up to 5 silver.
Just take up Neville.
He's too low. Otherwise, I would do.
That would be right on par with Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Neville, Stone Cold, same
I would
thing.
believe
record.
him.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Still too low.
What about Darren Young?
That's a good one too, Vin.
Just remember, Vin's low is like 6-7K, not like.
Yeah, this is true
How
for
we
everybody that
picture
isn't
low.
aware.
Yeah,
This is-
Right.
why don't you take up your low 4-star gold Demon Balor?
He's 4 bronze. Stop.
Wait, does everyone not have Demon Balor at 9K?
I don't. I have him at like 2K.
No,
Everyone with Ray should.
not everybody has them there.
I mean,
Anybody else on Talent Up before we go on? No. All right.
My biggest question with it is, because I seem to be in a disagreement with a lot of people, is how necessary 5-star silver is going to be next month to stay in the showdown competition, to stay in. So I mean, feud I don't see as much, because you can, if you can run your Z Triple H, you shouldn't have a problem. It's just going to take a couple turns longer. But that's mainly my discussion is, when is the 5-star going to become the necessity that you need to compete?
I think you're going to see that starting today.
5-star
Because
bronze, not silver.
No, you're going to start seeing 5-star silver today.
There may be
Because
defenses, but you don't need a silver to win.
Well,
no. Sure. Yeah, sure. However, where's the line drawn? How are you going to do 5 million damage to my Z Roman with a 5-star bronze?
Well,
You're going to need that
Yeah.
extra, and otherwise, no, you're not going to win. It's
I mean,
I don't see it as possible.
you can beat 5 silvers with 5 bronzes relatively easily. We've been doing it in the Royal Rumble Tour 5 and 6. It's just going to make it take longer.
Sure, but
That's the issue. That's
yeah.
what really,
However,
the source of the issue
it's
broken.
showdown.
Yep.
It's showdown. Can you beat Zombie Roman at 5-star silver with a 5-star bronze in showdown? Can you beat your Sockos? Can you beat your Hall of Fame
Austin?
Austin and Scott Hall?
Again,
These are the ones that you're going to start seeing a lot more, and you're going to start seeing them now.
I'm not arguing with that. What I'm saying
Or
is
everyone
that,
could just lower their defense,
well,
and
no, it's
we
not
could all
gonna
just
happen.
win.
That's not going to happen,
You know,
because
whatever.
no one's going to go for low defenses in showdown, because then you can't climb.
I'm going to ban you like Furpo.
But the whole issue.
Whoa. That's lower than low. Like, I can't even stand for that. Like, you're cut
It's
off.
okay, you're sitting
Like,
in
you
the
can't
cellar.
say that.
The whole issue, honestly,
Wow.
it's not that you're going to need one for offense. It's that for defense, people are not going to want to fight 5-star silvers, and they're eventually going to need to. And the problem is going to be that in the middle of you fighting the 5-star silvers, you're going to be getting attacked on defense a lot more, and that's what's going to make showdown a real shit show.
Sure, but
it's already
if 10
difficult enough. But if you're
if
going
10
to
people want to,
right, it already is one.
That's my point.
Yeah, sure, but if 10 people want to attack my zombie Roman all at once, I will take 10 wins. It's that simple.
I get where you're coming from on your Roman, but it's like it's also not a guaranteed win. People can still find ways to win. And
Yeah, sure.
It's just gonna take time. That's all.
Yeah,
But
sure.
that's
You
the
get lucky
point.
with Fandango. It's done.
Yeah, because I've been telling people, I'm pretty sure that I do believe today is the day we start seeing it, and then the first showdown of next month is when you need it. I think you are going to need it, or you are not going to be able to climb. You're not going to be able to deal in that bout, and it's going to turn into, we're going to go a couple steps backwards, where you have the outbursts of I've been lucky to have Socko, so I mean, I've been good in that department, but I think you're going to see that outburst again of, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? We're going to go from blitz tickets to health pack next month. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah,
and I think you're spot on with that time frame.
I for sure agree with where you're coming from, and again, I don't think it's the offense. I think it's the defense. That's what it's going to be. You can't climb unless you have somebody that has 1.5 million health on your defense.
Sure, but it's going to get to a point where we're already all talking about what 5-star silvers. Look at Bear. Bear has 3 5-star silvers ready.
Yep, KPinSA does too.
So you now
the
are
difference
going.
is mine will never be on my defense.
Yeah, sure.
I just
they will. They will at first.
No, they won't.
Okay. But
look at my defenses out. They won't be there.
That's a little silly, to be fair. But anyway.
Yeah, that's silly, but that's you.
I also say.
But what I'm saying is, eventually, you're gonna have no choice but to fight the 5-star silvers.
Yeah.
No choice whatsoever. And when that point comes, you better have your own 5-star silver to be able to deal with them.
Doesn't do anything. Yeah. A 5-star silver doesn't make any type of difference on damage. It really doesn't make or break it. Like that's what I'm trying to say here. Your 5-star silver is all defense. If you're getting even 1,000 damage on your gems, that doesn't do shit when you're getting 700 to 800,000 health. It's the same exact
Well,
thing.
it makes a difference for somebody like Keith Lee or Junkyard Dog who can buff their gems 300%. Tech Becky.
Sure, it benefits in a certain aspect that it may keep some people at the very, very top to turn 1. But for example, a zombie Triple H or a powerhouse Macho isn't going to get a competitive advantage from 5 silver versus 5 bronze for offense. It just doesn't
Well,
work that way.
them specifically because they are the top of their food chain.
But I mean, it goes.
I think you're still gonna have a month. I don't think people have the resources to start to crank people to 5-star silver. So I think you're gonna have till March because people are gonna focus all next month on it.
The whole thing that I see as an issue here is that they gave it way too much of a defensive and health buff for 5 bronze to 5 silver, and it's not enough of an offensive change. The only offensive change they made is the move damage medals, which is good, and they're starting to release move damage coaches, which is good, but like, forget the fact that they're paywalled and all that type of shit. It's the fact that it's just going to take forever. They're trying to elongate matches, and this is the way that they're going to do it. The only way around it is either you have Keith Lee for 1.2 million health, or you have somebody like Dango with 90 to 100% gem defense, and you try to sneak out an early win. But even that doesn't work anymore. I took my 98% gem defense, or I took my 103% gem defense Big Kev against Rey Mysterio on the road, and it was a 5-star silver Rey Mysterio. And because he has the 40% Fury on his card, it happens after my reduction. He's still hitting for 5, 6, 7k damage before the kickout. So he's hitting for like 30k damage on his blue gems and 35k damage on his blue gems during the kickout, even though I have over 100% gem defense. So it's just like I don't know. I don't see it, man. I don't see that it's going to just make it's not going to make or break the game. It's going to help a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. It's not. It's too much health. You're going to win with those select few cards, or you're going to have a pointless time of taking somebody from 5 bronze to 5 silver. That's my outlook on it.
I agree.
That's why I can't decide who the fuck to take up.
Well, you need to take up your defensive guys, and you need to take up those niche guys that will get the edge for more damage.
Yeah, Zombie Brian. That's a good one.
Zombie Stone Cold. Hope they don't have an anti-stun belt.
It'd be awful to deal with that shit. But anybody else? Talent up. 5 silvers. Plans. Anything. Before we move on. Alright. Let's talk about the Honky event. What's going on with the trial? What did you guys think of them? Everybody got to play them. Showdown's coming up in about an hour. You need a shit ton of Hall of Fame cards. It's meh. Another one of those meh events. Good for the spenders that, want to max the event but still don't actually get the card. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I really like these Showdown events that you don't get the card if you max the event. Even like at 2-star bronze, like they used to have it. But
sure, we get half the card.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Half the card if you spend, and max the event if you spend. But I want to know what everybody thinks. I guess about the card itself, because everybody got to trial it out, whether it was the tag team matches or the solo matches, and then what everybody actually thinks of the event, because we do have one, even though it's not a great one. But I do kind of want to hear what everybody thinks about it. Personally, I enjoyed the Honky Tonk card. I used this purple setup for the solos, went through all the tags, got all the Hall of Fame requirements out of the way on the Royal Rumble tours and the monthly contest tours. Kind of just zoomed through everything with him on the first day with my own. And then completely forgot that we had him for a second day. And I was like, oh yeah, that card's at the top of my roster still. Let me take all of these trainers off of him. So that was my experience with him.
I thought what they did in maxing him, certain people complained because we missed 2 coin events, which we had.
Yeah, I didn't even notice.
That's all I've been getting from message from people.
I'll be real. I didn't even fucking remember. I didn't care. I just got the card and then played with it, and that was it. Like,
Yeah. But
I was bummed that we no longer got credit in our league rewards for it because we weren't actually leveling him up. So that took away that. It also hurt for the faction moves and levels for your weekly, for your faction, and
Yeah.
the 2 coin events. So there was a huge impact to the individual players and what they were getting out of the trial events, not just getting to play with the character, but additional that they were getting, plus the impact to the factions.
see, I don't
Yeah.
argue that,
In
but I
the
don't
end,
think
it
it was
ended
ever
up
intended.
similar as far as results because I got last couple ones. I kept getting message from people that didn't have the coins to get it up, or that they failed at math and didn't figure out that they needed to fix it to max it to get their coins back. And they made it more easy by sending it right there. And this time instead, I got a bunch of message of people complaining that they didn't get the free coin event and the credit for their talent or their roster for the league. And I mean, we talked about it with Scopely when they announced it earlier. And I mean, their answer was that the purpose was the trial of the character, not to complete stuff you shouldn't or give credit on things you shouldn't. And I told them, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people expecting that ain't going to be happy. But I mean, ultimately, that's just another proof that whatever happens, it's always going to be someone unhappy.
It's honestly
Yeah.
proof of concept that at the end of the day, it wasn't intended, and they wanted to try and get out the trial as a concept of an event that they wanted to do, and they didn't know the perfect way to do it. They were trying to update. They've been updating it ever since they tried to release that trial event. And when it comes down to maybe it hurts the faction in a sense and stops you from getting league progress and coin events, kind of like G was just saying, it was never intended for that. It was just supposed to be, hey guys, here's a card, you get to play with it, kind of experience what it's like. And that's what I take away from it. So personally, when it's like I don't have to sit there and click 180 times or 210 times on the frickin' coin button or worry about all that shit, I'm fine with that. I also know there was a bunch of people on the faction that when they said they maxed them all the way to 210, they only had 208 levels out of the 209 in the event. And they were short 7 million coins at that point, and they got screwed and had to wait and contact support. And it's not like it didn't get fixed, but it's just there was a lot of mess with the way they did
There
it
was.
before. And on
And I
top of
think
that, how many times they had to resend out shards for however many trial events? They did 4 so far, and they had to send out 2 of them. Two events of the 4, they had to resend out shards. One because they sent out the wrong amount, and one because they did a 5-star bronze trial and it broke down to 2,400 instead of 3,000. So it's just like it's always a mess, no matter how they try to do it. But they're still trying to get the card out to the people, and to me, that was always a plus. Instead of having to watch somebody else and hope they play it my way, I don't have to worry about any of that. I have my trainers on my account. I know how this card's going to play on my account. I'm comfortable with that, and that's how I see it. So like for
I
me,
agree.
I didn't care.
I would say the other nice part, not thinking about the top, we'll say the 1%, is there's probably a ton of people who are short on coins that now get to use this and get to take advantage of the tour, and a ton of people at the, we'll say the 25 and below that now actually have a chance to do something. And maybe it won't make a huge difference, and I forget what the rewards were, but I felt like they were somewhat decent if you made it through hell mode of his tour,
Oh,
which
it made a huge difference. Gina wouldn't have had the coins to be able to get him maxed because she didn't have the 5 million coins or whatever. Getting the card maxed, it put 1,700 TP into her account. It put 14 million coins into her account. It put a lot of resources because now she's got a 5-star meta relevant sort of character as opposed to just your mediocre characters or 1 or 2 high end characters that she doesn't have enough tokens to get up. So I think this time seeing it physically from somebody who's not in the top 1% be able to get so much out of it, as well as be able to play with the card. And Scopely's point was proven too. She goes, they took him away. I'm sad. I really want him now. Can I try to pull for him? So they still got what they wanted. Made somebody who wasn't going to do any pulls for the card pulling for the card. So it was a win for both sides. It sucks you didn't get to abuse the coin event. But you got to think of it like this too. They had a talent up during the Blitz that a lot of the lower factions would have been able to abuse and get that extra 100,000 points. Granted, it's only 100,000 points, but sometimes that's the difference between a milestone or not. So you can't really blame them for going about it this way when other people were actually able to benefit from it.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm fine with the change. I think it's fine. I think if they do it this way, personally, I'm fine with this, because it means I don't have to sit there and click the button 100 times or 200 times. I don't have to worry about clicking through all his moves and leveling up the shards. I don't have to worry about any of this type of stuff. It's in my account. Pick up the game, play his limited time tour, go through the stuff, pick up a strap, get 1,250 strap bits, and call it a day.
Now, I will say on his tour, I thought it was a little bit of BS who they made to be the bonus characters. I thought it was a miss. I thought they could have put in
You're talking about for this actual showdown event, not for the trial event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for everyone that's not aware, to kind of back Bear's point up, there are 3 tours that are out. There's one specifically for Hall of Fame Honky Tonk. There's one for female showboats, and there is one for any Sarge. So what Bear's talking about is the female showboat contest requirement is Hall of Fame Bree, but could have been something else. Yeah, it would have been better if they did.
I mean, in fairness, what you have to look at is it is Hall of Fame month. They are going to require Hall of Fames for almost anything. We bitched about this during Zombies, and it's not going to change. Next time there's a
They could have
Motu
made
event.
it Nikki though.
Yeah, I was saying they should have made it Tech Bella as the Hall of Fame.
Sure, or they should have just done any Hall of Fame female. But in the company's eyes, besides Nikki, who was given out for free to everybody, Brie is the next most available, most common female Hall of Fame. So you got to give them a little bit of credit on that front.
Yeah.
But regardless, it doesn't matter. Even if they did have it at Hall of Fame Nikki, everyone would complain, well, my Hall of Fame Nikki's only 3-star gold, or it's only 4-star bronze right now, because nobody's been working on it. Well, unless you've got a 4-star gold or a 5-star bronze, you ain't getting through half them tours anyways. Look at Sarge's tour.
Well, so that was what I was going to say about Sarge. So my Sarge is very, very low talent, 4-star bronze, like 5k talent. But I got through normal and hard. I am not touching Hell, though. Hell is absolutely impossible to touch. That is for people that do have Hall of Fame Sarge and want to get those contest points. But yeah, if you don't have him at 4-star with the sub, it's going to be next to impossible to even get through hard. So it's some rough tours.
Who's ready for the hate train?
Go for it, Hall of Fame Sarge.
Regardless of that, back in PSA, you can go back to when the HBK trial came on. I was on the podcast, and I went through how much I really hated the trial. I hated everything, but I said, meh, at least I got a league notch in the belt, and I also got the coin events. Mm-hmm. They're gone now, so I absolutely hate it. Get rid of it, in my opinion. There's nothing for it for me. Other than that, with Honky Tonk, he's a decent card. With their trial characters, I call them brain dead cards, to where there's a simple 1 MP moveset where you just run the moves in an order, and that's what you do with them. He's decent. He's kind of like a weaker Acro HBK. So he's kind of good there. I did some pulls for him. Unfortunately, did not get him in that regard.
Shocking.
The tours, I agree, were complete, I would say bullshit, but I mean, Sarge is about completely useless till you get him up. I do have Striker Sarge, so I did 1-hit KO the entire tour, but I could definitely see using Trickster Sarge. You're definitely not going to do that.
No. Not at all. Speaking from personal experience.
Yeah, Brie Bella, Hall of Fame Brie is kind of, I've been calling her, I always call characters discount knockoffs, and she kind of has, with her protects, instead of the original Andre, with those protects, she's kind of like discount Sasha. If you get, they're weak, But I mean, you can just spam the board and kind of never get hurt. So you do kind of have a chance with that if you got her. Just because I do like that. Even though they're weaker protect gems, you could definitely spam the board with all the protects. You got a sub for defensive wise. She's a very defensive character. You could change her to the offensive sets, but I like the protect gems.
Yeah, it's Hall of Fame. It's not Hall of Fame. It's Andre with protects instead of botches.
Yeah.
It's a solid card.
She lives a long time. She's not going to do any damage for you. She can blow up the board if you want her to. She'll live forever. You could try to outlast matches, so she's decent in that. Great trainer for her, at least. A lot of good uses in that aspect, especially in the striker department. But again, I know it's in the negative. I do understand that it wasn't intended that we got the perks in the back. Now we do get the perks, but I'm not really a fan altogether, and it can go away.
Of the trial card, you're saying?
Of the trial system in general. I mean, they give out. I mean, the system now is watered. That the way they put it into your account, you gotta. I mean, I understand from the lower perspective that you get to do all these other things, but I don't think that's necessarily intended in their eyes either. It is good for the people that can go back, run through the tours, or the low people that can see how far on the road they can get, etc. I don't know. I think now it needs to get more exciting. I mean, we're sitting here talking about it. I was excited about perks you can get out of it. Other people are excited for what they can do with the card. There needs to be something else that you can. There just needs to be more to it. Maybe you get the character for a week, and there's like different event. I mean, run a blitz with them. I wouldn't say I know they don't want to do player versus player, but I mean, you see people are through. I seen so many honky tonk mans in Showdown as soon as they got in. So I don't know. I mean, maybe not get rid of it, but I think the system needs a complete overhaul of what you can do with the character, why they're given the. I don't have the answer for that, surprisingly, but.
I mean, it's a great business scheme if you think about it, because if you really like them, people are going to try to pull for them.
And that's what it is, and that's sort of to my point is that's what the system is right now. Is it's like we'll give you this person that has a really easy play style and they can do really high damage, really low MP, and that's how they're pretty much pimping them out. I'm kind of sad that the character yet to come wasn't, because if the rumor's correct and there's a new gem coming along, I'd love to get a chance to be hands-on with that. But,
you'll pull him anyways.
Yeah, I'll take on, especially if he's that if he ends up being the red.
In all fairness,
red move booster.
you've pulled like every other Hall of Fame, so just give him like $20, and I'm sure you'll pull this one too. So
$20 and a handy. What else do we need?
I don't even think it'll be that bad. We're gonna hear from Cable on Friday morning that this new card didn't show up in his account, and then Flo's gonna post in the chat how he was rewarded this card as a thank you from Scopely, fully maxed out. He won't even have to spend.
I'm just saying that ever since I went on the forum and told a certain community manager he was doing a very well job and everything is great, my pull luck has improved. I don't know if there's any.
So you lied for better pull rates. We got you, sellout.
Hey, I mean, got to do what you got to do.
NB is right on with his gifts today.
Oh God.
Ben's going to walk away with MVP this week.
Well, I think we've gotten through 3 topics in about an hour and a half.
Well, we didn't have AJ's pot roast on there, so technically 4.
I figure this is about as good as we would get it. So anything anyone else wants to talk about with the event?
In all fairness, with this success, I doubt we'll see Guersan again, so it was nice doing a podcast with you, Guersan.
No, he's gone. He's already gone.
Oh,
yeah, he left. Yeah,
checked that a while ago.
Vin is gone. G has got people have just checked out. They are done with this podcast. Anybody that's still listening, I feel bad for you guys.
Is Kush still here?
Probably.
I haven't heard from Kush in a while.
It's been entertaining.
Kush is here. Wow, crazy. Kush, do you want to hop onto the podcast now after all? If it's been what, an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes or so, would you finally like to hop? No, still no. All right, see everybody, hour and 20 minutes in, still a no.
Ben again. Ben has won today.
Goodness. Anybody else on the honky tonk event? The trial, the anything going like that? Other than that, we can move on to the next topic. I don't want to miss out on anybody. It's a large table, so I want everybody kind of to be heard.
Moving on, moving on, moving on.
All right. So next up, Royal Rumble Tour 6. They dropped it. Anybody know? Anybody realize? Anybody care? Anybody get through more than 2 nodes? What do you guys think about this? Because I tried to go for it, and I usually, I'm pretty sure everybody's got to know me like decently enough at this point. I don't really like tooting my own horn type of shit. I get enough shit as is from everybody or that's around whenever I briefly mention it.
Here we go.
I can't get through a good chunk of the tour like at all. I think I've gotten through a total of 10 matches between normal, hard, and hell combined. I don't even think I've gotten through a total of 10 matches now that I think about it. Like maybe 7. It's ridiculous. The fact that it's all 5-star silvers, the requirements that they all take, and the rewards that they're giving out for beating a 5. I kind of blew up in the feedback room. Got really annoyed that the first thing that you have to go against is a 5-star silver Hall of Fame leader who's fully strapped out, and you have a very difficult requirement of using a showboat against 5-star silver Hall of Fame leader, and the reward is 50 TP.
I mean, for how long that match took Sasha, they probably should have gave 25.
I mean, not everybody has Sasha with gear fully strapped out with 100% gem defense and gets lucky with the lead and not cascading.
Just you?
I mean, they make props for that.
So,
I mean, I only found out the tour dropped because Casey announced it in the server.
But yeah, it's the tour's out. The tour is dropped in case nobody's around or aware. But yeah, it's difficult as fuck. Like I was saying, I don't normally try to say anything about my roster, but I have a pretty decent roster, and I cannot get through a good chunk of it. Wanted to know what everybody else thought about it, that it's out, your crazy amounts of resources are there, and what do you guys think?
I think crazy amount of resources is relative, right? If you're scope weight, it's crazy amount. If you're an actual player that actually plays the game, it's horseshit.
I mean, I might take a different approach than most do, and I never do a tour once it drops. Like, I'm always a month or 2 behind because I know they're going to scale it so high. In most instances, it's going to be a waste of my time and resources.
It definitely reassures my picks for 5-star silver. Z Roman can knock almost all of it out instantly. Sasha knocks it out pretty quick, and Mela, even though she takes time, she pretty much walks through everything as well. So it definitely reassures that they're the right people that I should be moving up.
Haven't started either round 5 or round 6 of the Royal Rumble, but Demon cleared 30 battles on Royal Rumble 6 already.
That's a ridiculous amount. That's a bit obscene.
He's also a hacker and lives in a van down by the river, so...
Well, he doesn't.
He lives on the couch. No.
I love how adamant AJ was, like, no, he does not.
To be clear, we do not live down by the river.
No, we don't. We share a couch.
That's funny. Anybody
No,
else?
I plan on starting to work on the Rumble tours tomorrow.
Okay. You haven't looked at them yet, I'm assuming, at all.
No. I generally leave them. That way I have some resources that I can go grab if I need some.
Gotcha.
So it kind of gives me a stash in the bank kind of thing.
I used to try and do that, and then, the game has kind of been a little expensive lately. So I don't do that anymore.
Did you max your tour perks, Bob? Because that's the other thing I always wait for, to touch those tours.
I think I just got enough to max them today with the 367 milestone or something like that. I'm not in the 400,000s in the solo like you guys. I'm at the 367-ish mark, 380-ish mark.
Why not?
Not either. I'm not even that high. I maxed my tour perks earlier this week, and I wanted to wait until I had that done before
Did you
I started working on the tours.
Did you buy the 3-star bronze starter pack?
I did not.
Oh, I only bought the 2-star also. I don't know how
I bought the 2-star, and I'm only at 359.
I bought
for
the
the
2-star and
MLC.
I'm at 420.
I am at 3. Okay, yeah,
You
I'm at
also bought other
358.
packs that
Sorry,
had points.
I'm at 358 right now, AJ. It's the 350 milestone which had it, not the 367. That's my apologies. The 350 milestone is what
That's the last one I got to.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, yep, that would be it. And I just had enough perks, but I just never fully unlocked it. But to answer your question, Bear, I do have enough for it. Yeah, pretty much, Ocho. That's pretty much true. The amount of time that it takes to get through Lita with a showboat female, if you don't have Sasha with the gear and a fully strapped up, like a fully decked out strap, you could pretty much farm the amount of TP that you get from the first time in the same amount of time. It's just ridiculous in my opinion. And the fact I still drop 1 TP is stupid. You're going through 1.5 million health for 1 TP. Like, what is this? It's dumb.
You can't even get 3 tier 3 medals out of there.
Nope.
Out of the boxes.
Nope.
It's insane.
All those Royal Rumble tours are shit. I think
hey, a hot
Bear,
TP server is a hot TP server.
Bear, weren't you asking me about where to farm medals and stuff? And I told you go to the hell modes that are before the Royal Rumble. Because in Royal Rumble it's all just fucked.
No, round 1 and 2 are alright. You can still get tier 3 medals out of that.
Okay, gotcha. That may be worth looking into then, Bear.
Yeah, I'm playing it now out of boredom. Sasha's just having a day.
I'm sorry that you're bored during the podcast. My apologies.
Because I haven't.
What's up?
Are you not entertained?
No, I mean, like, I'm just trying to spend time just getting the stuff done in game now before it starts, before the fun starts.
The fun of not having any Hall of Fame cards to get your points with, unless you're flow. Yeah. No.
Right. Now I have most of them too.
I'm missing Honky. I'm missing one requirement.
Anyway, anybody else on the Royal Rumble tours? Number 5, number 6. Any thoughts on it? Otherwise, we'll just move on. There's a lot of people here still, so I don't want to kind of skip over anybody. No? Nothing?
From KP in a while.
Yeah, KP.
He's locked in the basement someplace.
KP is in the cellar. He might not be hearing us right now.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I'm still here.
Thoughts on Tour 6?
I hear it. I'm not wasting my time with it yet. Maybe in a year.
Okay.
He gets his striker Ross and he'll be good to go.
Gotcha.
That's big.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, once I get him there, then I'll be good to go. Meaning I'm never gonna do it. Yeah.
Oh god.
He's gonna use that Striker Austin on that Lita.
Oh
yep.
Man. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
they need to come up with like requirements that have a little bit more to them. I think 10 or so like errors, stuff like that, like where there's 10 or so available characters for you to use instead of just like I mean Showboat Woman, they're always Tech Woman, and I mean how many actually are there?
You didn't like the Legend female requirement?
Oh, the Legend female, yeah. Yeah, that was a good one as well. I mean, I like the ones where they're like use a legend. Use. I mean, even if it was like modern Showboat, modern tech, that'd be a little better than what they're throwing out now. So just a little bit more openness to them. Not like what's the one Attitude female? What do we have now? 3, 4?
4. Lita, China, Trish.
Yeah, and you have to have them at what 4-star gold, 4-star silver to even start competing in some of those. So it's
rough, the requirements nowadays.
The requirements this month have been a lot tougher. This is the first month in a long time where I have struggled to have any required characters for even just the weekly tasks that give bonus points for the solo.
I've been assured that it is exclusively because that it's Hall of Fame month.
We can hope. Crossing fingers. But anybody else on Tour 6 before we go on? I don't want to skip anybody. I'm pretty sure.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Oh.
Thanks for the entertainment.
Fine, KP. Fuck you then too.
It's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun.
Yeah. Now I see why you're at the bottom of the list with me.
Yeah, exactly.
He thought by going on mute that it would help his standings. It's actually going to do the
it's
opposite.
only made it worse.
Nope.
Yeah, completely opposite. I get it.
Down
Yeah,
the tubes.
Yeah, it's cool. I get it.
Ben,
Thanks,
Ben
everybody.
had,
You know who KP sounds like? He sounds like Mama B.
Oh my god, no. He does
Oh
not.
my gosh. Okay, I can't go now because that's just. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, like, you didn't talk for a bit, and then I was like, holy fuck, is that Mama B?
Oh,
Is that better or worse than Ben Stein?
I think it's on par. I think that might be like equivalent too.
I don't know. I think I'd rather it sound like some dry eyes. Here's some clear eyes.
Oh,
God bless America.
So KP, before you leave, talk to me.
Yeah. About what?
Flash Feud prep for next weekend. What's going on with what you got lined up? Are you going crazy with your 100K lineup, 110K lineup? What's the deal? What do you also think about the fact they changed it from Andre banner to the Flash Feud banner?
of course, he's going crazy. He's in Haven now.
No, speed still is supreme, right? You want to go fast? I don't want to do 110 and face Ed all day. That's not fun. So I'll probably just stay around 60 or 50. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. But it's also going to depend on the requirements, right? Like, there's always going to be an event that goes along with it. So
Yeah, true.
we'll have to see. I mean, if there's no event that says X number of matches, then maybe you do go full blown. But generally, there's some kind of requirement element there.
So let's do both assumptions. Let's do the assumption that it's point based, and you need to score a shit ton of points, and then let's do the assumption that instead of points, you just have to do a shit ton of matches. What are you running?
So point base 95, probably somewhere around there. If I'm doing speed wise, probably 65.
Okay. Anybody specific that you're running for the feud lanes, since the actual lanes are already out in the bonuses?
No, I don't have anybody good for any of the line bonuses, so I'm just gonna cry like a little schoolgirl as I go through it. That's how I do. You know, as Goobs and Ben said, I'm slow as hell, so I gotta just do what I can to keep up, I guess. Apparently, you know, I don't know how I end up getting up there so high, but I'm slow as hell. So we'll figure it out.
What it really comes down to is they may just be jealous, KP. Otherwise, you wouldn't have an invite for the super faction. You know what I'm saying? So
True. Fair enough.
He doesn't have one yet.
it's just on the way. It's just on the way.
Well, I was gonna say, when did KP get an invite?
Oh, don't worry, I'm not invited.
I was about to ask when I approved.
He needs to go through the preliminaries of the new ministry or 1%.
Which means it's not gonna happen. So I guess I'm out, guys.
The preliminaries.
Well, you know, I did invite you to the new ministry, but
You have
you're
several times.
you're
Thank you,
too
I appreciate it.
you're too good for us here. But that's
I
okay.
have
No,
never said
we
that.
get it. We get
I
it.
have never said
It's
that, not
understandable.
once.
Ben, you can back me up here. He said that he is too good for the new ministry.
Those words have never come out of my mouth. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky. Don't you do it.
Oh boy.
No, but again, feud is relative, right? It just depends on what the requirements for the event is. I think is more going to dictate what my roster will be than what I can show up now.
The requirements are going to be a Hall of Fame Austin, Hall of Fame Hall, Hall of Fame Rude, Hall of you get where I'm going with this.
I meant match count versus point. Like if point drives the behavior versus the number.
Oh no,
of matches.
points will drive the behavior, but it's only points from those Hall of Fame characters.
Which won't do me any good because I have 0 Hall of Fame characters, so we're okay.
Deadass, could you imagine how miserable of a feud that would be?
No,
like, okay, well, you can only get points from all but Piper.
Yo,
I got Piper. That's
KP, that sounds like you have a weekend off. That's awesome for
Yeah,
you.
exactly. It'd be awesome.
When's the last time that you haven't feuded?
You want me to talk to Furpo? Maybe we can throw you a bone, get you a Hall of Fame character
if you mention
too.
my name to Furpo, you will be banned from the game.
Okay, so hang on.
Furpo hates me. So
hang on.
I wouldn't try that.
But
Furpo
yes, he
me.
hates you.
Yes.
But What did you do to Furpo to make him hate you?
Nothing.
Oof.
What do I do on a
Oof.
daily basis to Furpo and he still doesn't hate me?
But that's the problem is you guys all went off on him all day, every day. And I just said, you don't even know what you're doing. And he's like, you're gone. Boom, done. I did nothing.
I mean,
See, you didn't preface it right. When you tell
You
him
said
he
the
doesn't know what
truth.
he's doing, you have to say, "What are you, a fucking retard? What the fuck is wrong with you, you stupid ass?"
God.
That's
True, I
how
didn't
he
say
likes
that.
to hear it.
So everybody else said it like that. I did not, and I got the boot. It's amazing.
That's how he likes to hear.
Yeah, if you can't give motivational speeches, I don't know about you.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't. Not only did you not tell him what was wrong, you didn't tell him how to improve himself. Like, stop
That's
being
true.
such a fucking retard. That's what he likes. He likes the constructive feedback.
That definitely he does.
You guys hurt my insides.
Yeah, I hurt my own insides.
The outsides are what you got to worry about.
Oh god. All right, Flash Feud, Andre Feud, Hall of Fame Andre coming out obviously for the feud during some point or another.
I hope he's a powerhouse with pyro gems.
That's definitely what he's going to be.
Wait, they're going to introduce a new gem and not even make him the trial character?
Nope.
I mean, no. What?
Who would do that? Who would do something like that? That doesn't make any sense.
Those in the super faction already have him to test, just so you guys know.
Hey. Easy now, you're going to have Mherex yelling at me.
So,
the content creator perks are not to be mentioned.
Plans, like I was talking with KP for anybody else. Point wise, what are you planning on running? And then if it's just battle wise, what are you planning on running? Planning on going high? Planning on running like a huge lineup? Do you have any plans of going and chasing for Hall of Fame Andre? Like what?
I plan on running bitch for Bob, as usual.
No.
So whatever Bob needs me to do is where my roster will be set up.
All night long.
Can we get that meme in the chat of Gina upset with me, turned over in the bed because I'm feuding with Bob?
Or you're doing the vacuum cleaner with Bob. Which are you doing? Gina, is he doing a vacuum cleaner with Bob?
One or the other.
Oh, at least she said no.
The fuck you are.
You know what? It's in the lounge. I will go ahead and find it my damn self.
God, too good. So yeah, plans for Flash Feud, anybody? Anybody else? Got a good looking lineup? Anything?
I posted mine already.
I did see your fat dick lineup for points.
Wow, why is it got to be a dick lineup? Look, do you see that Andre? He's not even 9K. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Like I said, I did see your fat dick lineup that you posted.
Hey, why is it a requirement of 6 characters?
It is,
this time?
yeah, also for anyone that's not aware, minimum of 6.
That just seems excessive.
It is a little excessive, but the slots are there. Modern Showboat, not Modern Showboat, Modern Acrobat, Modern Powerhouse, 2 open slots, Hall of Fame Piper, and then Andre the Giant. Those are your slots for everybody that's going to be filled. Not everybody's going to have a 5-star. Not everybody's going to have a second Hall of Fame. Not everybody's going to have Honky Tonk. So
look at that.
They're there.
By the way, look at Chuck with the subtle drop of there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Chuck does have the man of Honky Tonk.
Let me just leave my Honky Tonk just laying here in the middle.
It's pretty awesome. I can't lie. I was super stoked for him when he pulled him. That top lane's gonna be disgusting with Harper. Ooh-wee. That's gonna be crazy. KP, you're out of here. All right, my man. You have a good one. We will talk to you next time. Thank you for coming on out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, too. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, KP.
I thought he left 10 minutes ago.
Nah. Everyone was talking too much shit.
He thought he was gonna get his invitation in the mail.
You think if I talk bad about him on the forum that I'll get better polls?
Definitely will.
You should try.
About KP?
Oh, God. So,
yeah, I talk bad about KP in every media outlet I get to.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Ocho. That's so fucked. For like a new player account, that's so fucked. You have all these plebby-ass cards and your 4-star bronze Rey Mysterio. Jesus Christ. What is it total? 14K? 14K talent with a 10K Rey Mysterio. Yeah, that's you're pulling some two bob shit right there, Ocho. I'm giving you props on that one. 14K is real low. I'll try to not encounter you in feud. I'll make sure to run like around 30K, not 15 or 17K. I don't even think I can if I wanted to. I don't even really think I can I? I'll run like, nah. I can't even run that low. All right, Ocho, you're safe from me. You're safe from me. I don't know,
If you
man.
put in one 5-star,
I don't
you're
know.
pretty much over that.
To be honest with you, the things that Ocho has done with Rey Mysterio has
He's
gotten me like,
he's
oh,
put
well,
s-
maybe Rey Mysterio is pretty good.
he's put
But then
some
I
work.
try him and I realize that Rey Mysterio is
He's
garbage.
put some work
He
in
is
with him for a
awesome.
long time. And look, Ocho, the one thing that I would have in my lineup if I end up encountering you would be either Gooker or Macho. So I don't think you'd want to fight either of them at 5 bronze. Gooker would win turn
Well,
2. Gooker wins
Ocho
turn
just
2.
posted proof that he's using the one-hit APK hack, so I'm gonna have to take that to Scopely.
Yeah, I remember that one, Ocho. I remember when you beat the trial, or R-Truth. I remember that. Or no, that wasn't the trial, actually. The trial was 5 bronze. That was one that somebody pulled, but it was under-leveled. I remember. But I'm not doubting your power. I get it. I ain't doubting it at all. I'm making a mention that you're probably not gonna want to deal with me. That's all. But yeah, that's my plans for points. Or speed. I'm probably gonna just be running a 7-man roster. I think I'm gonna be running the full bottom row and full middle row with a couple of fodder sprinkled throughout. The issue is my quote-unquote fodder is my 4-star bronze Showboat Andre and 4-star silver Hall of Fame Booker T. So it's going to be like an extra 30K-ish talent of fodder that I'm not going to be winning with in my lineup to get the lane bonus for the bottom for Macho and for the middle for Gooker. But they will win every time without fail. Gooker's going to win turn 2. No one's going to get past him. And Macho, if he gets his finisher off, wins. So that's just how my feud is most likely going to play out. I don't really think I'm going to try and squeeze anybody else in. I might do Hogan instead of Macho, like in an open slot. But I don't know. I haven't decided yet. That's kind of my overall outlook on feud. But I don't think there's going to be anything worth chasing in it, to be honest. I don't think they're going to give away Andre in leaderboards or anything like that. And if they are, it's going to most likely be spend oriented again.
My luck, they'll give out the silver gear in the feud rewards.
I still haven't bought mine because I see it coming.
Yeah, I'm not touching it yet. I'm holding on to my silver medallions.
Or they'll put the gold one and overprice it.
So anybody else on
It's
feud?
in the MLC though.
Plans?
Yeah, well, since when does it matter when logic is applied to a Scopely conversation?
Bob, did you buy that Hall of Fame Eddie gear?
Nope, I can't get it because I don't have Eddie.
Wow, what kind of system is that?
If you don't have the card, it doesn't pop up. So, no gear.
Well, I can tell everybody that Eddie's the only one with gear.
I would have got it. I would have certainly got it. And then I definitely would have done pulls for him if for like the gold gear if I had him. But no, it wasn't worth it. I've been spending too much recently, so I'm trying to not go down that road again. But
I have him. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I have him. I didn't touch it. I thought it was overpriced considering what they're doing.
if you get both of them,
As
it's
of
a
late.
solid. If you get both of them, it's a solid combo, especially on male tag teams. Start with 7 MP with 0 MP trainers. It's pretty significant. But regardless, I was a fan of it, but don't have the card, so can't do anything with it. But plans, feud. Anybody else for flash feuds, points or activity, or again no plans. And again, planning on chasing Hall of Fame Andre Powerhouse with new Pyro Gems or not.
I'm going to wait and see.
All right.
Let's see what comes next weekend.
Play the wait and see approach. Anybody else?
Yeah,
Too
that's what
early
I'm
for
gonna
me
do.
to have a plan yet.
Damn, everybody's on the too early plan. All right, fair enough.
I mean, the likelihood that it changes 4 times before Thursday even hits is so high at this point. There's not really a point to plan.
Well, no, that's why I was saying like both ways, either point wise or if you want to do like battle-wise, like what your plans are for this first feud lineup type of thing. That was all.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, Flo.
I'll go. I mean, it all depends whether or not there's a faction event. To be honest with you, if there is one that we actually have to do something for, I'll just do what I need to do to get there.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the eyes when it's win with this certain Hall of Fame character and everybody's staring at me from across the room.
Yeah, you have fun with that one.
I'm not looking forward to that.
No, you can have fun with that one.
All right. For me though, the line's kind of getting blurred because like it used to be speed low, get one guy in, but now I have multiple guys that can win turn one, and I also have a dedicated feud partner, so I don't have to worry about matching up with somebody whose roster's too low or etc. So pretty much that it's kind of like the same for me. As long as I can use Z Roman, if I can use Z Brian, if I can use Lee, then they're in the lineup usually 9 times out of 10, because if I can get speed and points at the same time, that usually cuts down on how much I have to do to max the event.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, it makes sense when you have a bunch of turn one cards. Sorry, go on, Bear.
I was going to say it also helps when there's only 4 of us in the faction.
Stop giving away secrets early.
Anybody else on Feud? I know it's pretty early, but just want to kind of give it one more chance to everybody. I'm pretty sure that no one else has anything else crazy to say about it. But I'm interested by it. Maybe they do give away Hall of Fame Andre. It'd be kind of cool if they did in leaderboards. I would chase it for sure. Outside of that, final thing that is on the docket, they came out with a new Royal Rumble giveaway event for the entire community, and it is Goldberg at 3-star gold with gear. I think you have to like clear matches or something with it, and that's why they're selling auto clear tickets or something. What did everybody think about that? Personally, I'm not huge on it. I think it's cool that they're giving away the card. I think it's cool they're giving away the gear. It reminds me kind of like of the change they made for the trial recently, which is more for the lower end instead of the higher end. But I'm not huge on it. But kind of want to see what everybody else thinks of it, whether you have the gear or not. Like, are you looking forward to this? Like, what's your outlook on it?
I think it's great for those that don't have Goldberg's gear, don't have a really good powerhouse. At 4-star, Goldberg was a really good powerhouse, and ruthless aggression.
He is.
So he's a good ruthless aggression for people. Even if they can't do all of a ruthless aggression tour, they can still have a decent character to do it with. Other than that, there's really not much in that event. It's not worth wasting auto clear tickets. It's not worth going through and farming matches unless there's a lot of good stuff on that prize wall or loot or whatever they're doing with whatever you do with the shirts.
Yeah, overall, good thing for me, I don't have the Goldberg gear, so it will be a pickup for me. I'm kind of sad in a way because of the precedent for how good last year's Hall on the brain, but last year's Royal Rumble event was. I remember it was pretty well received overall. It was fun. There was a big prize wall. I think that's when Kane's gear debuted, I want to say. But if this is going to be our quote-unquote Royal Rumble event, it's kind of like small scale and just kind of I mean, I understand people are going to pick up Goldberg gear. That's kind of cool. But for the Royal Rumble, and as big as it is, I sort of hope we'd have a little more fanfare to it. That's pretty much my opinion on it. Just wish it was a little bit bigger.
Anybody else?
I wonder how it's going to screw the lower players, because I think a lot of the top tier players have them and aren't going to be motivated to play or spend if the rewards aren't there for it.
I feel like that's a concern too. I didn't want to bring it up,
Curious.
but I do feel like that's a concern.
I'm curious to see if this is their first attempt at events through the portal. If they picked something like this that would help motivate, be something targeted towards the lower players, so that way they could kind of learn from it. But so my hope is that we'll see more of these and that they'll get better.
I would have just preferred to. I mean, I would have preferred just to have a faction event with a prize ball. I'm also
I
wondering.
agree.
I was going to say, I'm also wondering what's going on with our faction vault this month.
That'll come out at probably the
Coming
last
soon.
minute.
Soon.
How mode soon?
Super faction will probably be finished before it comes out, but soon.
Well, if nobody else has anything to say about the Royal Rumble event for Goldberg gear and everything, and Goldberg coming out, or anything else on any of the other topics, I think we'll spend this last couple of minutes interacting with the community until 3 p.m., which is about 10 minutes from now, and that is when Showdown kicks off. So thanks everybody for coming on out. Appreciate it. This was a huge Roundtable 19. Definitely went off the rails real early. So thanks everybody for hanging on out and sticking through it. I had a blast. Hopefully everybody else had a blast. There are so many guests that were on today that were in and out. I've lost track of who to say thank you to. So I'm gonna just thank everybody who's still here. So thank you, Flo. Thank you, AJ. Broken. KP, I think, is still here for some reason, even though he said he's gone. Cable, who's chimed in a little bit here and there. And because I have to scroll. Here we go. Bear, thank you all so very much for coming on out today. Everybody else who already came in and left, I think Vin and G have already come and gone. It's pretty huge to almost make it to 20 for the amount of podcasts that I've been doing. Outside of that, just heads up for everybody that's still listening. If you'd like to be in on a future podcast, feel free to just send me a message, hit me up on Discord, 2bob29. The tag is 0002. In case you're not aware, 2 is my favorite number. Just feel free to hit me up. And
we still doing a birthday podcast next week?
Yeah, I was going to get into that in just a second. So feel free to hit me up, and I will try and get you onto the podcast live chat room or the podcast crew room with everybody in the server. And my birthday is actually coming up next week on the 29th. So we're going to see if we can maybe squeeze in a lounge type of podcast, except it's probably going to be about as big as this round table. So
well, you need to make sure to let everyone know about your awesome t-shirt you got in the mail finally.
Yeah, I did finally, in case anybody isn't aware, remember the New Day t-shirt that they gave out all those months back, or 5 million coins? I finally got my New Day t-shirt yesterday, or 2 days ago. So, yeah, came in. Pretty cool. Blue shirt has all 3 of the New Day members on it. All their fancy schmancy signatures. Came in after they broke up, so, you know, it just kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Good memento. Good memento.
Did you finally get it because Broken's been wearing it to bed? Can we just clear the air on this one?
No.
Well, he doesn't know I've been wearing it to bed.
No. I finally got it because he finally decided to send it. So it it is what
that is an actual fact, and I didn't even send it. Gina did.
There you go. Makes sense. That's too good. So yeah, next week is going to be the birthday podcast. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be having it on Friday or Saturday. Friday's the actual day, but I think I may be working. I'm trying to see if I can get off, and if I can get off, we might do something. However, I think Saturday will have a better turnout and show out, so I'm probably going to lean more towards Saturday. So I'll see who we can get on for that one. There's been a lot of hype and requests to actually be on that one already, which is makes me feel kind of good. And it'll be kind of cool to almost be at a full year of doing these. It'll be a full year, I think, at the end of February, beginning of March. So it's going to be pretty huge, having done this for so long. So thank you all for staying here and hanging on out. I'm going to hang out with you guys for at least another 5-10 minutes or so while Showdown gets ready to kick off. If anybody else wants to, feel free to chime in on anything, any of the topics that we had. Definitely feel free to chime in now as well. And yeah, Gina sent me an amazing note with the shirt too. It was fucking fantastic. Actually, I'm gonna go and get the note, and I will read it for everybody because it's hysterical.
Can we make sure to? You missed it this week, but I think we had Ben had a birthday and V King too. Can't forget about those fine folks.
Happy birthday to them.
Definitely.
So do we have to wait for Bob until we start talking again?
You never have to wait for Bob.
You'll be waiting a while.
As long as he didn't go to like eat dinner, you're good.
Oh yeah, he loves loves the long Italian dinner.
So I got the note with me here. Sorry for anybody.
Can we get a picture of this as well? I want to make sure that we can memorialize this note.
A pitch?
Yeah, let's do a video.
Oh man.
A picture?
Let me see. Hold on.
Webcam on.
Let me get a picture for you guys. This is a wonderful note, and I will read it along with everybody else that will see it in the live chat.
Can you also drop your address in the chat in case we want to send you birthday
you're
cards?
getting a little too far. Sorry. There you go. So the note, for anybody that can't read it, the note reads, and for everybody that's listening on YouTube still for whatever ungodly reason, the note reads, to Bob, aka Santa. Okay, you got your shirt. Now what I need from you is to step away from Broken. LOL. Admit it, you are number 2. Just kidding. I know he will never agree to that. Enjoy your shirt, our Jewish love. Love always, Gina number 3, and Broken your one and only.
Why are you Santa?
I don't know.
Is it because I sit on your lap and tell you the things I like?
I think so.
Are we still recording? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, we're recording. Who cares? Go for it.
Is that one of Broken's pubes at the top of that note next to the keyboard?
Is it? Is there like a hair or something? I don't know. It's probably my beard hair.
That's probably on his screen.
No, that's just part of the wood. If I'm looking at what you're looking at, that's just part of the wood. Oh, no, on the paper. Yeah, no, that was a hair.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my pubes.
That was my beard hair.
To remind them.
But yeah, sure. Let's go with that. That's a better story.
Human floss.
Didn't Gina write the note?
Yeah.
So
she's got my balls in her purse.
Okay, just checking.
For the community.
Oh god. Well, anybody else? Any questions or whatnot? Feel free. We're all gonna just.
You could also leave comments and concerns here too.
Yeah,
I need to
too.
make a statement too, Bob.
Oh yeah, go for it, Cable.
I'm sorry, community. Your people's champion failed you. I was trying to represent Kush, and people went to sleep. So I failed you all. My apologies.
Are you doing a stream tonight?
Probably. Yeah.
That'll help Bear go to sleep. So.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. I was trying to play.
I figured that's why he was asking.
That's fucked up.
I mean, yeah, it was either that or drink a lot of whiskey or NyQuil.
Am I really that boring that I'm a substitute for Ambien?
No.
No, you're not. You're just a substitute for Xanax.
Not at all.
That's all.
Yeah, you're not nearly as bad as TP.
Hey, we'll see when the rankings come out. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure this is why I am just a run-in guest now at this point, because no one can stand me for more than a few seconds.
Yeah, in all fairness, Bob doesn't even tell me anymore. He used to say, Broken, we're doing a podcast this weekend.
Everybody in the podcast crew, hey, podcast coming up. First come, first serve. There's a lot of people in here now, so I can't just have everybody on it.
Yeah, you know what? To Bob's credit, he does say that, and then I say, okay, I'll be there. And he's like, wait, hold on, you didn't... Wait, no, you can't just show up. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. And he's like, okay, thanks. I wanted you to come.
Broken will message me like 20 minutes before the podcast. He's like, Bob, what's going on? I'm like, Broken, there's a podcast today. He's like, you didn't tell me. I'm like, I told everybody in the podcast channel. He's like, okay, I'll be there. Like, what do you mean? Like, everybody's already signed up and it's already set up. No, it's okay. I'll be there.
No, we got
Okay,
this.
yeah, sure. Let's pull up another chair.
I've heard a nasty rumor that Mherex only joins if he sees it as an opportunity to get new viewers.
This is true.
Is that a true rumor, Cable?
It's not a rumor if there's truth behind it.
Let me look and see. I'm pretty sure everyone actually listening to this is probably already a.
That's bullshit because I'm not a subber, or I'm not subscribed.
Well, if you might not be a follower, Flo, but you get on the streams every once in a while to basically troll me. So I know you show up. I don't think AJ I've ever seen you comment. So AJ, I'm pretty sure isn't a sub.
No, I don't. I only sub to Mherex when he's giving something away, and then when I didn't win, I get mad and I unsub.
You don't even actually need to sub for my giveaways. That's
it's still, yeah, I understand that, but I'm trying to do you a solid and increase my chances of getting it by subbing, and I still don't, so I just unsub and I say fuck this guy.
I know Pizza Man does. What's up, Sweep the Leg? I know AK does. I know Broken doesn't. Coach Rip, I don't know if I know you. Gina, I don't think you do. Geroid does. Kush probably. Goobs, I think, hates me, but he might sub anyway.
Goobs doesn't hate.
Osho, yes. Parker, man, I don't know. Payroll definitely doesn't sub me. He just leaves the.
Parker's in your faction, you dick. He's the eggplant.
He's the Hall of Fame eggplant.
Oh, I know you. I recognize that eggplant anywhere. Sorry, Parker, my bad.
Yeah, you no longer can be a leader
He didn't
anymore.
even know his own faction mates.
I don't.
To be fair, if some of them weren't so low on the scoreboard, I wouldn't know them either.
Oof.
It's okay, Parker. You're the Hall of Fame eggplant. You don't have to ever have your feelings hurt.
Yeah, you're the real MVP,
Post
Parker.
on one of Mherex's giveaways.
And in case anyone was wondering, Parker is number 2. Bob is number 1. That's why Gina wrote number 3.
I just put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. See, she knows. She put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Where is she shouting from? The kitchen?
Gina, you're like
Yes.
way ahead of Broken like all the time. Is that normal? I'm assuming that's probably normal.
I mean, it's not that hard. Like,
that's what she said.
Just breathe and
That's
you're
what she
like
said.
20 feet ahead of me.
So yeah, it looks like it's past 3 p.m. Let's go see what this shit show looks like.
Oh, who's everybody
Floppy?
using for showdown defense?
Floppy, why are you middle fingering everything that you earlier you said you love me and now you're retracting it, Floppy? Why?
Because he's trying to gain leadership over you on the Bears list.
I think he's just flicking off payroll. I don't think it's anything to do with you, Cable.
Well, I know I'm no longer leader quality bear. I failed you. Did you see I changed my name to update it to match yours?
No, but I noticed you didn't list me in your subscribers because you have me now pigeonholed.
Yeah, I got you there. I got you at the bottom. I hadn't gotten there yet. I think I stopped on Sweep the Leg.
Well, so Bob will tell you I continued to subscribe and unsubscribe, but then I landed on number 1,000, and now I can't do it.
I can take that. What about when 2,000 comes up?
I'll do it with my all account.
Nice.
Maybe that's
Warren,
when I do
you're
it.
last on the list. I haven't got there. Of course you're on there, Warren.
Alright, so it's male, female. Let me fix up my Sako really quick.
Viking, your name's a V. I hadn't gotten there.
Fodder.
What do you mean fodder?
I'm gonna put in little baby defense for a while until I can get all my bonus people done, and then I'll raise it.
I'm just not going to play
Make my
showdown.
run for day one.
Southside and Viking are the only two in here that actually listen to the podcast.
I'm just fixing up my Sako and my Sasha, and now it looks like Sako has... Oh, I gotta fix up his... There we go. So now Sako's back up to his 95% defense, and Sasha's up at her 98% defense. So
Well, that sucks. My mic boom just broke.
Oh.
Gosh dang it.
I mean, thankfully you still sound good.
Hey, don't you get a
Couldn't
discount
verify.
at work for something to replace it with?
Staples doesn't sell high quality audio equipment. We're an office supply store. We sell low quality audio equipment.
For twice the price.
Yes, we do.
Oh.
But we have an easy button that might make it even possible for Broken to find the button.
I guess my Sako's defense.
I'm playing
isn't
Demon Souls.
as
Go
good
away.
as I thought it was. It's only 82. Alright, so 82% Sako, 98% Sasha. That's good enough for me. I'm not moving shit around. And we'll let it go for about 4 hours, and then I'll start. So,
Thank you, Payroll. Excellent photo of me swallowing an entire burrito.
ooh, nice.
I'd like to see a video of that.
Same.
I think you could get over 1,500 views, Mherex, if you did one of those live.
OnlyFans. It's
I'd sub.
Like maybe instead of a giveaway next month.
Hey,
Maybe
you could be number 3, Mherex.
We could go with this a different route, Gina.
I love
since
how
Broken-
offended Gina got so quick. Just, hey!
You don't live my
Broken-
life. You don't know.
Gina, let's put Broken down your list so he's no longer number 1. We can do that instead. to
That's
get-
fine.
It wouldn't bother him.
I was gonna say, yeah, it won't actually
He
bother
still
him.
has Bob as number 1.
Yeah.
What Broken would do is he would just be like, look, if I'm not your number 1, that's fine. Make sure I'm just last, and then he would work on getting on her nerves until he was dead last.
I mean,
I'm already working on it, though.
wow.
She will leave me
podcast
one
has
day.
been brutal today.
It's been great, AJ. It's been fucking just no holds
It's been
barred.
so entertaining.
I was talking with Cable before the podcast, and he was like, you know, it looks like you have a good turnout for the podcast already. I'm like, yeah, man. It's like 15 minutes before it went live. There's like 10 or 15 people already in chat. It looks like there's gonna be a good turnout. And he's like, yeah. You also got a lot of people talking today too. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a banger. Little did I know.
But we made it through the agenda.
Some fucking how, Bear, I have no idea, but I somehow kept this fucking train on track.
I wouldn't say on track, but
Somebody do all these Piper fights for me.
Look, it moved in the general direction that it needed to. If we were needing to go north, it don't matter if we're going northwest or northeast, we're still going north, okay?
That's fair.
I mean, literally the first 20 minutes you had no control.
No, there
Legit
was
no
none.
control.
I just muted myself so I wouldn't talk more because there's plenty of people talking.
Are you trying to say I talk too much?
Yeah, dude.
Because Ben and Gooby said the same thing. So you might be right.
Oh god, this was a hell of a fun time. I'm not gonna lie. Oh damn! Look at that big dick defense for King Warren G. That big dick APA 4 bronze fodder defense. I bet that fucking 2 gold Nikki Bella is what has all the talent in her, isn't it? Not the Farouk. Oh god, it's a hell of a defense. Hey, I guess what are the bonuses right now anyway? How many bonus matches do you have to do, AJ? Is it like 30 or something crazy?
5.
Oh, that's peanuts. Why do I care about that?
50 with Piper.
That's a different story.
Is it 50 with Piper?
It's 50 with Piper.
That'll be easy.
Yeah.
Was it always
that.
50? I feel like when I first read this, it wasn't 50.
I don't think it
No,
was.
it's been 50 since it hit.
Crap, holy. Right,
50 with
5,
Piper's easy. I mean,
5,
he's 4-star gold. He can punch up.
10, 5. Any Hall
Hope
of Fame?
everyone's running fodder tomorrow.
If you look at it, all the ones that count together, so it depends on how many you have. Since I have nobody extra, I only have regular Honky Tonk, regular Sarge, and Piper.
And Nikki.
So it's 65. If that's all you have, it's 65. If you have any more than that, it's of course more. But
This fucking sucks.
Sounds like
Dude,
it's
shut
starting.
up.
Sounds like it's
Shut
starting
up.
well for Flo.
No, shut up, dude. You do your matches and you shut up and you like it. You got more Hall of Fame guys than anyone. You're gonna have a shot at Max.
You
and
have
no hardly
more
spending. You
there
Hall of
is
shut
Fame.
no
up.
sympathy.
None.
Get him,
None.
Koosh.
He has more Hall of Fame than everyone in this
Seriously.
room combined.
I will freaking punch you right in the dick if you say another word, Flo.
Please.
Broken. Broken. You have to take me out of this one. So
Yeah, you're right.
I don't even want to be a part of the super faction now.
I mean,
The
too
super
late.
faction
Your
is
invite's
awesome.
already in the mail.
It's the super exclusive club.
I am gonna take the invitation when I get it and burn it up.
It's the
On-
Cool Kids Club. You know what?
And
I'm
then
calling
make
the
a video
postal
out of it.
worker, and I'm gonna get him to stop your invitation. Nobody burns an invitation.
I'm gonna do it. And I'm
Nobody
gonna make a
puts
video.
baby in the corner.
Hashtag free Koosh.
Say lines of movies that you've never seen.
Hashtag
That's a-
free Koosh, even though he doesn't want to talk.
I'll kick him. I'll kick him for you, Kush. I got you, fam.
God.
Because you got, if you could look at your name and it kind of says, what does it say? K Kush Ick. The ick kind of sounds like a kick. So let's kick him.
I was thinking
Or
that
it sounds
somewhere
like
else.
an ick, and you suck.
You suck.
I do suck.
Yeah, you suck, Bob's.
Ick, a horrible
sure.
skin disease for fish.
Something like that.
Ick is a horrible skin disease for fish, AJ. That is true.
Could also be a horrible skin disease for people too.
Rubes just posted the Johnny Cage before Johnny Cage was a thing. Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's good.
Well, I think we're gonna reach the point of calling it, ladies and gents. We'll
Nobody
probably
calls this.
we'll probably stay around and just hang out and chat for a bit, but I think this will be the end of the recording for now. Everybody, good luck with Showdown if you are going for it out the gate. I am personally holding off myself. I am doing the female showboat tours right now. I usually like to try and hit Showdown after a couple hours after it starts. We'll see how it goes. Male female is going to be a bitch, especially with all these requirements, like AJ was just talking about. 50 Piper is going to be really shitty, especially because it's male then female.
Here we go.
Yeah.
5-star
That'll be easy.
silver showboat Andre.
There you go. That's
Wait. Did you seriously just say a 5-star silver showboat Andre?
Yep.
Yeah, everybody has shards for him. He's going to be the first pick.
To find one of those, because I think it would just be so much fun to take Ray in and then kill him like so quickly.
Jesus, AJ.
I love finding anybody with red MP because then Kev destroys them. But that's just for me. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the recording of the podcast. So thanks everybody for coming on out on Roundtable 19. We're gonna be kicking it with everybody in the chat for a little bit longer. And anybody that's going after Showdown, feel free to go hard. Good luck in your chase. If you are going for top 10 for Honky Tonk Man, good luck on that also.
Top 20. I don't got to hit.
Is
10.
it top 20?
Top 20.
All right, there you go. If you're going for top 20 for Honky Tonk Man, good luck. And yeah, I think that is where we're gonna call it for now. So thanks everyone for coming on out. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us on the roundtable.